Asians are sort of left behind in football at the moment. If you talk about cricket, they're right up there. But if you talk about football, we are actually what the Black American, African or Caribbean kids were. They were behind 25 years ago, so they've caught up. So now it's our turn to catch up, really. So, and I think the mentality of our new generation parents is changing. So they are bringing Asians into sports, and I think we will find that. It's important for us to find an Asian star.
Oh, good ball.
As you can see, that's our first team pitch. A bit heavy today, as we had some bad weather for a couple of weeks. And I'll show you our boardroom and changing room.
No, it's not the goal. Yay! Southall is winning.
You the big fan?
Oh,
Yeah, we are.
Ooh,
We always come on. We always had to support Southall team.
Yeah. Why?
Because my husband is the president of Southall Football Club, and I'm a huge fan in this way. Yeah, we always come.
This is the match day program we have today.
Yeah, the TV crew, you know.
See that?
Have a nick, £5? 12.
What have we got? We've got the Southall FC history. We've got the probable lineups for today. We've got information about our Southall Sports Trust, the work we do in the community. Our biggest attendance, I've witnessed myself, has been 120. But from what I know, 30 years ago, the guys that made it to the final, the attendance was 18,350. So they had a massive following back in those days. We're hoping to reignite that and bring back the glory days.
This is the home changing room. As you can see, at this level, this is what you're gonna get. Showers in here. They'll come half time, they'll have their drinks, they'll have a team talk, and then obviously the shower. This is where the players sit after the game, and they have their food here. And no one starts the food until the whole squads get together, and then that's the rules. Now this is brilliant, because before we used to have sandwiches, you know, and it's freezing, and the last thing you want to eat is sandwiches. At least you're getting hot food now.
Yeah, we're gonna have that
And-
plus that.
And I can tell you now that
Fresh rice.
every time referees always ask for seconds, so the food is good. Well, I was born in Singapore, came to this country in 1971. Father was in the British RAF, so that's how we got here. How did he shape into football? God, as you know, England is passionate football country, so we got involved in that way, and it just grew. I used to play a lot in the parks. Obviously, in my days, we had no chance. Asians wasn't even considered as football players. And the minute you mention an Asian name, they won't even entertain you. So yeah, I got passionate. I always wanted to get involved with the Asian market, and that's how my passion kept growing and growing, and that's how I got involved with football.
Well, at 20 minutes to 5, we can now say the decision taken in 1975 by this country to join the common market has been reversed by this referendum to leave the EU. The British people have spoken, and the answer is we're out.
In the past few days, we've seen despicable graffiti daubed on a Polish community centre. We've seen verbal abuse hurled against individuals because they're members of ethnic minorities. Let's remember these people have come here and made a wonderful contribution to our country.
Now this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for us to take back control of this country. Can you hear me at the back? Yeah!
3/4+ of our population want sensible immigration controls, and the Brexit vote was about doing